Autumn has come to upstate New York, and we find ourselves at New Era Field in Orchard Park. A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with the Miami Dolphins. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys. Our time. Let's get off the field.
They run with a former Jaguar. It's T.J. Yeldon. Despite a little sizzle on the move, he's still tackled shy of the 20. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On 2nd and 9, Allen. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Allen now looks to throw. This complete to Jones. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And a good burst there right from the start as he'll get this one out near the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
That's a very nice game there, a confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right
Pass 85. Pass 85.
Greystone, travel. Under crunch. Under crunch. Alert flare.
And an alley to run. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Cole Beasley, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills have taken the early lead. Picking up where they left off before the open week that they had last week as they won going into that. And no signs of being stale.
No, and that's really big for them because there's a trust factor that goes into this. Because what often happens, if you win the game before your open week, you usually get more time off. But if you win the game before the open week, get more time off, and don't play well the next time out, that goes away. So they're making a statement that they like that time off.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go, baby.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
For that. 58, come on. Let's get off the field.
This is Kenyon Drake, the 4th-year man from Alabama. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. On that. 80. Show the hole. Watch the ship.
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. Got a man open, that's Devontae Parker, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Drake. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. They still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
7 yards there and a first down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Running from the shotgun with Drake. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Here we go. Here we go.
Now Rosen looking at a 3rd and 2. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
I will see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
319.
43. Check, 43.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
They run. It's Gore. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Tackle made there by Kiko Alonso.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. So I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a...
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And it'll be 1st and goal at the 7-yard line. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It'll go, it's no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal.
Mike 58, right there. Yeah. Hey, 58 is a Mike. Alpha. Let's get it
Third and goal. Rosen. And it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, a couple of good division battles coming up in primetime this weekend, starting tonight with Sunday Night Football, Eagles and Cowboys from AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Then tomorrow on Monday night, it's the defending champs, the Patriots, on the road at MetLife Stadium to take on the Jets. Allen hit. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal. On first and goal, Drake. And a little bit of space there, takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him 4 on the carry there at second and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set.
And Stills has got it. Touchdown, Miami. Kenny Stills, his second touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
To throw on second and 10. Allen, he'll set up the screen to McCoy. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool him, right? Tried to trick him, ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Well, a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
They had enough yards for the first down, but a clutch hit right there defensively. Jars it free, no first down.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
The throw here caught by Devontae Parker. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
16 yards.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
On first down, Drake. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
He was brought down by Matt Milano. A gain of 2 brings up
second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
From the 38, Rosen. It's complete to Drake. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 16 yards, a first down.
16 yards.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and this is what we saw there. Nice pickup for a first down.
This quarterback now 6 of 10 of this first down. He's got his guys a first down here. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Let's go. Hey, alert, alert.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rosen. And it's incomplete. Tre'Davious White, the LSU man, there to knock it away that time.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Rosen to throw. And throw right side complete to Parker. And he is going to lose yardage here. They went backwards 5 yards there on 3rd down to bring up 4th. And that is no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rashad Jones.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Yeah, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
Yeah, let's get set lunch.
Hug.
Now it's Rosen. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. 3rd and goal, it's Drake. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Sanders' kick is good. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10.
He goes to you, it's you. He comes to me, it's me. Slam. Deuce.
And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Now Rosen on first down. Incomplete. This is Albert Wilson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a handoff for Drake. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Rosen. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory. Right at the 40. On the give, this is Drake. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
On 2nd and 11 now. Rosen. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
You gonna see me and you like me.
Be ready. Be ready.
On 3rd down, Rosen. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. It'll be a gain of 9, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. From the gun, it's Allen. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And nearly picked off there. Almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
On 2nd down, it's McCoy. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Check 52's the mic. Big stop, G. Big stop.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And that will be incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10. Throwing now, Rosen on first down. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. A gain of 6 there on first. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now Rosen looking to throw. And it's caught by Parker. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 44-yard line.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to turn you up.
57 to Mike. 57. Let's get that ball, man. Let's get that ball right here.
On 2nd and 12, Rosen. On the right side, open is Gesicki. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He had told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up in the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
And not only will he not get the few inches he needs, he's going to go backwards. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. That one hurts a bit. That was a golden opportunity to possibly put this one on ice, but he comes up empty.
And how big of a miss might that turn out to be? Stay tuned. There's still time left on the clock. This could be critical.
Still a 1-score game. Had he hit that, it would have been 2 scores. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at the 40. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Chance. Pick the edge. Come.
From the shotgun, it's a give to McCoy. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a 6-yard loss on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Don't get nervous.
to the air. Allen. This for his running back, McCoy. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it third down.
That's a gain of 9. Brings up 3rd and 7.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Throwing now is Allen. And Jones has it over the middle. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means they have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. So they're going for it, and here's Allen. It's caught. Jones. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Now McCoy. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
The left side completion to Jones. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
The Bills on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. Steps away to his left, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Charles Harris in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but you show them a lot of different looks, and they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Drake will start the drive on the ground. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with 1:07 remaining. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Hey, alert, alert.
Right back to Drake. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Now the former 4th-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Matt Hawk now as he's on to punt for Miami. To return is McKenzie. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Back to throw. Buying time to his left. And an alley to run. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it, took us down to the last play, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Miami, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for the Bills, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Ready, blue 80, 21.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players. Somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination. Guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. From the gun, it's Ryan. Over the middle, Amari Cooper. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. First and 10 at the 19. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Telvin Smith that time there to make the play. From the 16, Ryan nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The perennial Pro Bowler Aaron Donald gets the sack. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go
under pressure again, and down he goes again. Aaron Donald picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And some room to maneuver. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
We spent so much time talking about the physical side of the game. How about the mental side? They just gave up a field goal, but they didn't get down at all. Big-time return. They're set up to try and at least tie the game up.
On first and 10, it's Wilson. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
The Colts take over first and 10.
56 to Mike. 56.
Hey, express.
After the interception, here's Ryan. Wide open, Amari Cooper. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best. When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Throwing now, Ryan on first down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
Is that not the very definition of a tough yard gain?
Now, is that one where as the receiver you go to your quarterback and say, why'd you even throw that?
Yeah, I think you do, and I think you wonder what type of a route are you going to send me on that only 1 yard's going to be the result? If I'm going to go in there and take contact, let's go and get something out of it, not just 1 yard.
From the gun on third down, Ryan. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Colts in possession of the football to begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a fourth down situation. That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. The tight end Kittle has it on the left side. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a first down. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Intended that time for Cooper, and now it's 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. Anthony Barr in on the tackle.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. On 2nd and 9, Ryan. Open here, Adam Thielen. Yeah, he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. Ryan in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. Ryan. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw again, Ryan. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Aaron Donald, who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
Hey, Tuesday.
Third and long. It's Ryan. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do. That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The Colts on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. They'll run it with Kamara, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. It's a 1-yard touchdown run, and the Colts are able to grow their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all. The Bills had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Quick, slide, 90. Spread left, spread left. I'm coming after you. Hey, check right. Watch it.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And all the way down to the 37. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The rushing numbers for Wilson may be down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Play action. Now Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 13. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
You